Hi, it's Steve from Steve Marsden Fitness here. I want to talk to you today about what to do when your body is not changing as fast as you want it to. Which is a question that I get all the time, especially from clients, from people. Usually it rolls into my DMs or my inbox on Facebook, and people say, I've been doing this for so long, should I change it because it's not going as fast as I want it to? And here's what to do. Now, there's a couple of things at play here. So when I coach people, I generally, when I give them diet advice, I teach them the guidelines, energy in versus energy out, how to apply it to their life individually. So as an example, I've got a client at the moment who is pretty active. She goes to the gym, but she sits down all day at a desk. So I have set her calories at around 1,500 because I'm very, very confident that she's going to lose weight. And then I've given her a protein goal as well. So along with the weight training that we do, the resistance training and that protein goal, she's going to lose fat and just hopefully keep the muscle that she's building in the gym. And basically, I've had her on these goals for around, it's 9 days. And she's messaged me this morning, which is fair enough. And she said, listen, I don't think I'm losing as much weight as I should be at this point. I don't think I'm changing. Now, I can see how people get frustrated because when you have magazines, when you have the fitness industry, sorry to bang on about that again, when you have these audacious celebrity fitness videos saying that you can lose half a stone in a week, and they imply that it's fat, and then they put these Photoshop pictures on the front, it is very easy to lose perspective of actually how long it takes for your body to change. So in the case of this girl, what she is doing, she's added weight training to her regime. She's doing that 3 to 4 times a week, and it is progressive. The weights are getting heavier. We've got a bit of conditioning at the end. So I am willing to bet that even though she's had no weight loss, her fat has gone down because she's been in a calorie deficit and she's probably built some muscle. Equally, when we try and change our bodies, it does take time for that change to happen. It takes time for our bodies to adapt. I wish the process of adaptation was basically, you do a workout, right, minus half a pound. You do 1 day of diet, minus a pound, and it worked like that, but it really doesn't. When we work out and when we go on a diet, our bodies are really resistant to changing, but we're forcing it to adapt. We're forcing certain hormonal pathways to happen. We're forcing different things to work. Only when our body, it really accepts that we are making it change and it must change in order to be better, that's when the change happens. So really it only happens in a recovered state. And from what I see in my gym training, between 50 and 70 people a week, that's usually between 10 and 14 days. That change really happens and you start to see it either on the scales or with the measuring tape. So a bit of patience is needed when you are asking that question. One of the other things that is worth considering as well is, are you following the protocol set to the letter? So let's say you're tracking your food, you're using an app like MyFitnessPal. Those measurements that you're putting in, have you weighed them out? Or are you guessing based on what the packet says, or even worse, what MyFitnessPal says it is? Because MyFitnessPal is, it can be inaccurate because people put information in themselves. Sometimes they make typos. Sometimes they don't put the macronutrients, the protein, carbs and fats in. Sometimes they get the calories wrong or they've not looked at it properly. So that can really skew figures of what's going in and out. Equally, are you tracking accurately in the sense that, are you doing it at the time? So I had a client who habitually, she didn't know why she was putting on weight, even though she was tracking her food and doing the gym quite a lot. And on a weekend, while she was cooking dinner, or if she was bored, or if she was peckish, she would pop in 2 slices of bread into the toaster, butter it up, eat it. And she had 18 slices of toast and butter without even realising it, which is mind-blowing, but because it was habit and she was doing stuff at the same time, she lost that. So when we started tracking that and took that down, she began to lose weight. So is what you're tracking as accurate as what it says when you show it to someone like me, your coach? Now, let's say the tracking's accurate, the workouts are accurate, and you haven't changed for a substantial amount of time. Now, the thing that I always use is if your weight doesn't change in 3 weeks, if your measurements don't change in 3 weeks, if you don't look visibly different in 3 weeks, if your weights are not going up in the gym in 3 weeks, then that's when you should change something significantly. And that's either adding frequency in the gym or probably taking calories down, depending on which one fits your life the best. I absolutely hate eating less. I would rather work out more. I work in a gym, so it's a little bit easier for me. It fits my lifestyle. However, if you work in an office and you work long hours and the gym is an hour's drive away, perhaps it is easier just to take those calories down a little bit. Alternatively, what you can do is exercise that little bit more, do a little bit more cardio. You can increase your non-exercise activity. So that could be going for a walk with the dogs before work. If you have dogs, going for a walk with your family on the weekends. It could be just moving that little bit more, maybe taking the stairs instead of the lift to work, parking further away. That can kickstart fat loss. If you are plateauing, if your body has not changed for absolutely ages, even though you're doing these things, maybe it's actually time for a break from the diet. Your body can be kick-started again, and psychologically it can be hard to diet for ages and ages. So taking a couple of weeks off from tracking, from going to the gym, still staying a little bit active, but that can really help with kick-starting it again and getting that weight loss. So if you need any advice, give me a shout, write in the comments below, subscribe if you're watching this on YouTube. If you need any help, give me a shout. But for now, that's it. Thanks so much.